Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Lynn Life. Yes, we have some positive changes coming to the Lynn Life, and one of which is what I'm shooting on right now. I'm going to talk to you about that, and I need to talk to you about some other things, very, very positive stuff, including the format that we're recording on right now. This is an experiment, so let's get going. My name is Jonathan, and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynn, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are a bit different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynn Life. Well, I'm on my way to Best Buy right now to get a new SD card because I had to borrow the SD card out of my GoPro to use in this new camera. And I don't want to have to keep doing that, so I'm going to buy a new SD card, a larger SD card that I can put in this camera, and then I'll return the SD card I'm using right now to the GoPro. Technology causes you to continuously buy new stuff. Well, I just pulled into Best Buy and bam. See how that switched around on me? Something kind of interesting that this camera will do. I'm shooting on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, a camera that's getting picked up by a lot of vloggers now. It's a very popular vlogging camera. I'm not unfamiliar with the product. I actually used an Osmo, one of the early ones, back, I think it was 2016, 2017, something like that. I didn't own it. The company I worked for owned it, and they sent one to me, thought I could just use it for picking up some interesting B-roll and stuff like that. And I ended up using it just to shoot like interesting shots to record like facades of businesses and things like that, because I could put it on it's like a selfie stick or a tripod or something like that and get it way up high and get an interesting shot. Maybe put the camera up into like a tree a little bit and shoot through the leaves or something. I tried all kinds of different things, and it worked pretty good. I wasn't unhappy with it, but this is years later now, and they've really come a long ways. And I'm happy to try it out. And we're also shooting on 4K, and I'm going to upload the Lynn Life this week in 4K. I'm not going to shoot and record and put all our Lynn Life vlogs on 4K, but I'll put some special ones on. So this is an experiment. This whole video all day long here is going to be an experiment of trying this new camera out and putting it up on 4K and seeing how it looks. And I have some other things I'm going to want to go over with you too. Some very positive things that has happened with the Lynn Life and encourage me to actually make the move and get this camera in particular. So, one thing, it's a domino effect, right? One thing happens and then a lot of different things happen, and that's what's happened recently. So let's go into Best Buy. I'm not bringing this camera in. I may shoot on my phone inside possibly, but and I'll try shooting on my phone in 4K so that everything matches. We'll see how that looks. All right, so I got the micro SD card, the Extreme Plus, 256 gigabytes. This one's $36.99. I can go bigger, and I could spend like $80 on an SD card. 512 gigabyte. I think this is fine. Let me show you the camera I'm actually shooting on. This is it right here. $669.99. There it is. That's the big YouTube vlogging camera now everybody's using. That's what's out in the car. I'm actually shooting this on my phone. Okay, back in the car. Got the SanDisk ready. So now my GoPro and my Osmo Pocket 3 each have their own card now. And I shot the footage inside Best Buy with my phone in 4K. So this is all experiment because we got the Syracuse Nationals coming up. And this camera is going to be perfect for shooting the Syracuse Nationals. I can get some artsy stuff. I get some elevated stuff. I can shoot some, I can put it up on a selfie stick and really you'll get a scope of how large this car show is. And the gimbal will keep things nice and smooth and everything. So I decided I would shoot that in 4K and really, put together a really nice video. So I'm excited to do that, but I have to first experiment here. I've never put a video up on 4K on YouTube before, so I want to see how long it loads and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A few things, a lot of technical stuff. But, so we're going to do that. That's why I had to come here. So you got to see the camera in Best Buy. Did not buy it in Best Buy. I bought it, I think, directly from DJI. Is that where I bought it from? Or did I buy it on Amazon? I can't remember. Whatever. This camera is also very good in low light. That's a good thing. Something I didn't really have before. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, I've worked as a cinematographer and editor and everything, producing television commercials for going on 40 years. I'm used to working behind the camera, okay? And I got a subject there and I can check my audio and I can adjust my exposure should the sun being out, or if we're outside and the sun goes behind a cloud, I can adjust it on the fly. Can't do that too well with when you're vlogging. Vlogging is a totally different animal for me from what I'm used to. And because I don't have a cameraman, and I'm on the other side of the camera, which I'm not used to doing as well. So even though I've been doing this for about, I don't know, how long has it been? 5-6 years? I needed a camera that can kind of be my own cameraman for me and follow me. This camera will do that. It adjusts, for the exposure very well. It does low light very well. It's got a couple options when it comes to audio. I'm using this wireless mic, which is made just for this. I don't have to use this. I can use it, and the camera itself has its own little microphone on it. I can choose to use it that way. It's probably how I'm going to use it most of the time, but this is an experiment. And the fact, I have my other cameras shoot in 4K as well, but I never was inspired to do that until now. So it's all happening. So that's the first big change to the LinLife, how I'm going to be recording it. They aren't all going to be in 4K, but some of them will be. If it's a special video, the video warrants that, I will put it up in 4K. But there's other stuff coming, other things that are happening, and I'm going to tell you that as well. Hey, back home. I have to remember when I do that little swish back not to use sound effects. Or maybe I should use sound effects. I should use my own, not me making the sound effects. I should apply my own sound effects. Let's try it. Press this. All right, now we're going to come back. Hey, we're back. So I need to tell you what else has been going on in the last couple of weeks. And what started this domino effect, which ended up me getting a new camera and all that too. It was a couple of weeks ago I did a video on the Bug Assault 3.5. And I knew that would be popular because 3 years ago I first did a video on the 3.0 Bug Assault. And for those of you who are watching this for the first time and not familiar with that, the Bug Assault is a novelty bug shooter. It's a salt gun. It's a plastic gun that shoots table salt and kills flies at a distance and in difficult places. And it's a company that's grown a lot over the last several years. And my first video was the largest video I've ever, or not the largest video, but it got the most views than any other video I've ever done. And still gets a lot of views. And then I did an update like a year later or something like that, and that got quite a few views as well. And then I decided to do this 3.5 that a viewer actually alerted me to, told me that they had a new one. And I bought that and did a video on that, and that thing has blown up. I've had more views on that in 2 weeks than the original one had in 3 years. And it's still growing, still going mad. To the point where it got the attention of the company. And they notified me. They reached out to me, they emailed me. 2 different people from the company has reached out to me, and they said they really liked my review, and they'd like to put me on their VIP list, which would mean anytime they come up with another product that they would send it to me, and so I could review it and whatever. And they're going to start off by sending me a care package that includes the Shredder. Now the Shredder is another salt gun that I mentioned in the video, and it's CO2 powered, and it's a revolver. And it's supposed to be quite a bit more powerful, being CO2 powered, and can be used to kill hornets and wasps and things like that. So they're sending it to me free of charge, and I'll do a review on that. And they also asked me if it'd be all right if they use my video for their own promotional purposes. And I gave them permission because I liked the company. I liked the people I was talking to. I liked the whole background to how it came about. They're located in California. And I thought that would be it'd be interesting. So it's our first product endorsement, I guess, or whatever you call it. They're not paying me. They're not paying me. But they will give me free product. to do reviews on. So I'm anxious to see what this care package has. They have a lot of different products. So we'll see what's in it. And I'll keep the lines of communication open with them. And so it's kind of fun. That's fun. But what it's done, now, some of you may know that this channel is monetized through YouTube. But we don't get a tremendous amount of views. So it's minimal. You know, it's not a lot of money. But since this one video has been getting so many views, the amount that I get has grown incredibly to the point where I could justify buying this new camera, because what I'll be getting the first month alone will more than pay for it. So, I mean, the difference from what I was getting before and what I will be getting at the end of this month will more than pay for this camera. So I could justify it. It's a tax write-off anyways. I do write it off. But, so I feel good. I feel good. I bought this camera, and basically the last video is paying for it. So that's the big change. And it's also got me a new camera, inspired me to start shooting some videos in 4K and all that. So those are the changes. Those are big changes. So I'm experimenting with this microphone. I'm reusing this mic right now, but I will, I don't have to do that. Next video, probably I won't use it, and we'll see how that goes. The car show, Syracuse Nationals, is on the 20th. That's when we plan on going. Well, it's actually 19th, 20th, and 21st. We'll look at the weather as we get closer and see which day is the best day to go. Should Saturday the 20th be a washout? And we'll see. But I'm anxious to go and try this camera out, and you know, being more of a cinematographer again, I can actually get some artsy shots and try to, you know, try to get some beauty shots, maybe put it to music even, some of these beautiful cars that they have there. And the exposure automatically is pretty good. I've taken this camera from the outside and followed myself inside, and it adjusts on its own. And that's kind of what you need when you're using a vlogging camera. Need it to adjust for you. Need it to do a lot of the work for you, since you're the on-camera talent. So you can just concentrate on that. And I don't do that very well anyways, but maybe this will help me improve a little bit. So that's the news. If you haven't seen the bug assault video, go check it out. But be looking forward to the another one coming up with the CO2 powered revolver that they call the Shredder. I'm anxious to try that out, and I'll have another video out. They really do work well. I've had offers from other companies to try out their products. Speaking of flies flying around me right now. But I've had offers from other companies. One was a bicycle company that offered a few different items, and they wanted me to, they would give it to me in exchange for me doing a review on it. But I didn't feel comfortable about that. I wasn't really that impressed with their products. You know, didn't really have much, anything that I would actually use. So I'm selective when it comes to those things. But the this Bug Assault product is good. It's a good product. The first one I got over 3 years ago, and it's still working fine. I never had any problems. I understand some people do, but there is a warranty on it. They are pretty easy to contact. They have a nice website, and they're legit. It's a legit company. So if you like the idea of sitting out on your patio and you know, shooting flies and things like that, if you have a fly problem. We don't have that many flies, but occasionally one gets in the house or is out here on the patio that bugs me. And it's just kind of a fun thing to do. You don't absolutely need one, but when you have one, it's useful. So that's why I use the Bug Assault guns. I think that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed or seen a difference in the 4K. Should be a lot sharper. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of this new camera. By the way, it tracks me too. If I move over here, it'll actually literally kind of follow me. So that's kind of neat. But let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time on the Linmount.